The big two may have decided to keep this week light. Not too many appetizing books on the stands, but that doesn't mean that the most scrumptious boys on YouTube are going to sit this week out. No, indeed. We are not sitting this week out. We are right here for you with Pals Pulls, predictably Thursday at 8 p.m. I am Sean. I am with Tyler. Tyler, how are you?
I'm feeling scrumdiddlyumptious.
There you go. It's very good.
Yeah. That's I don't think I've ever heard you say that word, Sean.
You probably haven't.
Have you?
In my lifetime, maybe. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
not really a word that is in my lexicon.
Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere. I appreciate the zag where I thought you'd zig.
I like to keep people on their toes every now and
That's
then.
good.
But largely, I would say I'm a predictable person. Thank you guys for being here, whether you are live or in the future. Smash that like button. We've got some interesting titles to talk about this week. We've got Absolute Flash number 10. Notice I started the show by talking about not the comic on the tin.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
we've got Harley Quinn versus Zatanna number 1. Titans number 30, aka Cyborg versus Swamp Thing. We haven't talked about Titans on this show in quite a while.
Since issue 1?
Probably, yeah, because that was the last one I read.
Whatever the all-in one would have been. Whatever that would have been, yeah.
Exquisite Corpses number 8. We're going to talk a little wrestling, Wrestle Heist number 1, late edition, but we're going to do it.
Very late. I messaged you less than an hour ago.
Yeah. So why not? Let's talk about it. Black Panther Intergalactic number 1. And last but certainly not least, Mortal Thor number 5.
Yeah.
So we've got quite a docket, and let's waste no time. Well, actually, before we waste no time, let's waste a slight smidge of time.
Ooh,
and it's never a
waste it.
waste of time
Waste it.
to actually do what I'm about to do. So let me take that back. This is not a waste of time at all.
Okay.
Lucas Halder said, need this right now. Christmas season is too stressful. I hear you 1000%, Lucas. I hope that we can have a good time for about 2 hours with you. Take your mind off whatever's going wrong. Please, please, please hang in there. This time can be stressful. We all deal with that on some level.
Yeah.
Whatever you need to do to check in with yourself and get right in you and enjoy yourself, please do that because you matter. And that message is for Lucas, but it's for everybody that can hear me.
Around this time of year, I always like to make like a mental inventory. Do a checklist because you're thinking about a lot of other people besides yourself, and that becomes stressful as shit.
Totally.
Don't forget number 1 because you can't help anyone else out if you're not helping yourself out.
Yes, it's like being on a plane, and in the event that you would all be dying and the plane would be crashing, they always tell you to put your mask on before anybody else.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be in the position of a pilot here, but that makes much more sense.
See, if you just let me roll, man, I get to a place.
I got ADHD, bro. My brain is going at 100 miles an hour.
Zenith Flare, are we going to beef with someone in this chat too, Sean? I can project my insecurities about Star Wars if I need to. You're a funny man, Kyle.
Were you beefing with someone in the chat?
One of these jokers. I'm a lightning rod. People like to mix it up with me. It's okay.
Which chat was it? Our chat?
No, I was on Near Mint Conditions channel today.
Okay,
They were doing their Marvel previews for March.
Sure.
So anyway, let's talk about Absolute Flash number 10. We haven't checked in with this series in a little while. This is, of course, Jeff Lemire on the words. We've got Nick Robles on the art, as always. Where's the credits page? I can never find the credits page.
The credits page is the weird page. Ah, damn it, I left my iPad in my work.
It's okay. It's all right. Don't worry about it. These books, I can never find the credits page, which is why I tend to write these things down. Yeah, Nick Robles, Adriano Lucas on the colors, Tom Napolitano on the letters. So the Rogues are united with the Flash and Grodd. So it's a nice, merry little happy family together. Um, However, things are quickly derailed, as is wont to happen. Eleanor's trying to have her way. She has done all these machinations trying to get her grandfather back. And her grandfather is none other than Thawne, so that's not a good thing. Who does make an appearance here and throws our boy Flash into something called Flash World,
The
maybe?
still zone, the still place, something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, yeah, it's like the opposite of the Speed Force, I think.
yeah.
Uh, have you been reading this, Sean, or have you been keeping up?
I think the last issue I read of this was 8.
Okay. Was that
Yeah.
the backstory on Eleanor and all that stuff?
No, so it would have been the one before that then, because I didn't get her backstory.
Okay, okay.
Unless
Um,
that was the one that showed was that the one that showed what happened to Thawne? Is that what you're talking
yeah, 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 yeah,
about? Okay,
yeah.
I did read that. Yes,
Okay,
I did.
cool. Ever since that issue where it's kind of contextualized things, I think this book finally clicked into place for me.
Mm,
I really, I enjoyed this issue. I think this is like a much more, I think I've said this from the beginning. Um, Absolute Flash has kind of been a much more standard superhero story
yeah.
um, compared to all the other Absolutes. It's not breaking any kind of comic book barriers like Absolute Martian Manhunter, and it's not turning the almost themes of the character on its head with like Batman or Superman. But it is still I am still liking it. I think the fact that the rogues finally go rogue, and it's like, oh, okay, now I get why they're called that. I guess they never really go rogue in the main line. They're kind of always rogue. They don't go rogue though.
There, it's the word rogue in a different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I like the fact that it was like, okay, I see why they're the rogues here. This is it's a dumb thing, and I always like when Absolute kind of clicks into place for where these characters are in the context of the world. I like how this is also kind of just telling one big story, because this is issue what 10, and it's all been one real story with little interstitial stories in between with Weather Wizard and Heat Wave, who also show up in this spoiler. Um, I think it's been pretty good. I think by 12 we'll probably be done with this first major story for Absolute Flash, and I think that'd be a really good hardcover, honestly. Um, I think the coloring in this was Adriano Lucas on colors.
Yep.
Insane. The way that he uses red, obviously, and yellow, but then turning that into an ombre and using everything in between and a little bit of purples and pinks and almost like a sunset look that I really like that's throughout this and kind of representative of the Speed Force. And it helps, that, and it helps Heat Wave really jump out on the screen. Like thematically, those colors are the focus of every time they're available, and I really
That
enjoyed
was
that.
so cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that did look awesome. I there's nothing at all wrong in this book. I really like the art. I think Nick is a very talented artist. Uh, Nothing. Well, I wouldn't say you wouldn't see this in mainline. So that's cool. And I think like the Thawne stuff that happens later is interesting. I don't know. I just don't really care. There's nothing offensive here. I had a fine time reading this. I
Yeah.
just don't care.
I think there was an offensive part, and it might be the credits page, Sean. Uh, but there's a page where it's when it's early on when the rogues are just gathering themselves, where the pages the art just looks unfinished. Um, it's early on. Maybe like I don't know if you can flip through those pages, Sean,
I
but
am. Yeah.
it's you can see the rogues in the foreground, where it yes that one that looks unfinished compared to all the other pages. Um, in the way, especially with a golden glider and like she just doesn't look as detailed. And every other page is much more cleaner. It feels, especially with the lines and the inks, and that jumped out to me.
I can
Um,
see what you. Yeah.
it might even read digitally different as well. I don't know. Sometimes you can see that more digitally. Um, but yeah, I enjoy this. I think this is the worst thing about this book is that it's good. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know if I would. That feels like a strong word for me, but
Oh, good is too
um,
too good of a word.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Do you like this depiction of the Speed Force?
I really am not that interested in the Speed Force. Like,
Mm.
I thought it was really cool in Final Crisis where they were running through the Speed Force and everything. And sometimes like that can look awesome, but as a concept, I don't have a need for it. And certainly it's not enhancing my enjoyment of this.
And
Oh, Gavin Guidry is
yep.
here with us. He says, "Can't stay long. What up, Flash fans? For those of you who are unfamiliar, we'll be talking about this at length on Saturday. It has officially been announced that Gavin Guidry is joining the creative team for The Flash alongside Ryan North, who
Damn.
is taking on, I believe, his first ongoing job at DC Comics. Super exciting. Like I said, we'll talk a lot more about that on Saturday.
Yeah, dude. Congrats, Gavin. And I'm happy you are drawing a nice standard costume.
We did get to see that. It looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah, you had a nice little cover there. It looks like an Instagram live situation going on. Yeah, congrats, Gav.
It's very awesome. Yeah, this is fine, but honestly, I if it weren't for the show, I wouldn't read this series
Yeah.
at all.
I'd be curious to like, because it's like, A, if you go to League of Comic Geeks, and I think there's something to be said about where things rank in League of Comic Geeks in terms of how pulled it is, right? That's an indicator of popularity. Absolute Flash is high up there every time it comes out. So there's definitely a fandom for Absolute Flash that, like, not that I'm not getting, but maybe I'm just not fully getting.
Well, that fandom ain't here because I would say that we'd have more live viewership if it were a different book. And that's one
That's
of the
fair. Yeah.
that's one of the frustrating things is like it's hard to gauge what people want to hear you talk about. You go based on League of Comic Geeks, it's the most pulled book, but realistically, our audience isn't that tapped into Absolute Flash.
Sure. I mean, also realistically, we aren't that tapped into Absolute Flash. I think we reviewed what out of 10 issues, 5, 6, not all of them like all the
Prob-
others.
Probably, probably about 8, maybe 7 or 8, because we
Really? Did
reviewed
we
that
read that
issue 8.
much? Yeah. Oh, I remember it was like a Pals poll winner at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Um,
Steve Canaris here says this book is a warm blanket. Feels good, but not life changing.
yeah.
I mean, a warm blanket could be life changing in a natural disaster, maybe. But yeah, I get that.
And for me, this doesn't feel like a warm black blanket. It actually feels like a
Damp one,
stale blanket, damp.
like
Yeah,
an airplane blanket.
yeah. Like it's not
Like it does the
comfortable.
job, but like I'm not taking it off the plane.
Yeah, I need this right now, so I'm not like gonna throw it away,
Yeah.
but really it could be a lot better.
I
Um,
The
go ahead.
one thing that bugs me about this book is that it doesn't feel like Lemire.
Yeah,
I,
it doesn't. I'm not sure who it feels like. It just feels like writer guy number 5. Like doing ace work, like there's
sure.
nothing wrong with the work. I'm not criticizing Jeff. It just doesn't feel like his flavor is coming through.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not reading Jeff Lemire. You know what I mean? Like I mean, yes, there are daddy daughter and daddy son issues. There's familial issues in this that we're kind of getting to a little deeper now, which that's very Jeff Lemire. But I think I'm not getting the the stuff that I'm used to from Jeff, the stuff that I'm getting in JSA, really.
Yeah, or any of his indie work, I
Sure.
feel like he's got a voice that's very clear, and I don't know that I'm feeling it. I am a pass on this.
Ooh.
Inoffensive, nothing wrong with it, but I don't care. And that's probably for me that's worse than something being bad.
Oh.
Just because cuz I don't care about it. I'm not going to rant about this book. I have nothing bad really to say. It just doesn't elicit any emotion out of me.
So if it's not even good enough, if it's so middling that you can't even talk about it that well, then there's no use to you.
Yeah,
That's fair.
honestly.
I am a pull. I think I'm enjoying the series enough to keep with it and pick it up still. I don't think there is an absolute book that I'm not reading right now.
This is the only one that I would like to not be reading. All the other ones I like a lot. Yeah, exactly, Banksy. Make me feel. This book isn't making me feel anything. It's
Yeah.
just comics. And I say it a lot. I'll say it again. I don't need just comics. But a lot of you really enjoyed this.
Huh?
50% of you say pull. Didn't buy or read, 35%. Pick of the week, 9%. Pass is 6%. That's a very solid number.
Yeah, that's actually pretty. That's more than I expected, to be honest.
Yeah.
Uh,
The great
yep.
Devlin said, I'm not going to the absolute universe for inoffensive. Yes. I want it to feel big. Like Absolute Batman pisses some people
Yeah,
off. Good.
that book's a kick to the shin sometimes. You know.
Yeah. As it ought to be. As it ought to be. How we feeling tonight? What's it, a week until Christmas? Something like that?
Uh, yeah.
December 25th is Christmas,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So
Which,
that
yeah,
means we are going to be live on the 24th. We agreed
the
to, or no, the
no
22nd,
26th,
the
6th.
26th.
Yes, yeah.
Right,
Not
right.
Christmas Eve, not Christmas.
The day
Christmas
after
Steve. Is that what you call?
Christmas Steve. No, that, no, I'm not going to do
Who's
that joke.
Christmas Steve?
That's the Christmas gift that a wife asks for when she's,
Oh,
tired
that's
of,
got it, got it. Uh
yeah.
huh, uh huh.
Mhm. So we'll be live on the 26th, Friday. So
Oof.
not next Thursday, because you guys will be opening gifts, and not Wednesday, because you guys will be arguing with your families.
Yeah.
But Friday, when you're tired of your families and don't have any more gifts to open,
Yep.
you'll want to come hang out with us. And we'll be right here for
When
you.
you're in a bit of a food coma from leftovers and all that, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boxing Day. Yeah, yeah. It's Boxing Day. That's what it's called.
I want to go get a Popeye's turkey.
Oh, the Cajun?
That's what I want to
The
do.
Cajun one?
I don't know. Was there more than one?
I think there's a Cajun flavored one.
I don't know. I'm inclined to want to try it. It's not that. I mean, it's like $70, but
It's a
it's a
turkey. Yeah, yeah,
freaking
yeah.
done turkey.
I've already made an oath to myself that I'm making the turkey next year for my family. I'm gonna spatchcock that shit.
It's probably a good idea.
It's gonna
You
be
ever
good.
have turducken?
No, but I do like duck.
Mm.
I saw a turducken, but they also added squid at the end. They did a grilled squid in the duck, so then like it was like this Lovecraftian creature with tentacles coming out of it.
Some Cthulhu shit, man.
Yeah, yeah, I'd eat that.
Well, you know what's next? We're serving up Harley, Quinn, and Zatanna. So, Tyler, your words were interestingly chosen.
Oh well, sure. Uh huh.
This is by Leah Williams. It was good to see Leah Williams on this one. I feel like she's not really that around.
Yeah, she's kind of just doing like she did Gotham City Sirens for a bit. There was like a mini series. Anytime Punchline shows up, it's probably because of her.
The summer miniseries.
Yeah.
Then she's got Voyeur
Oh
coming
yeah,
out
yeah,
of
yeah.
Ignition, which is really good. And then this Mirka Andolfo on art, love that.
Big deal. Yep.
Romulo Fajardo Jr. on the colors and letters by Steve Wan. So, this is a part of the DCKO event, as you guys know. Every one of these books is pairing a character off with another character for them to duke it out to see who will generate enough Omega energy and carry us into the next round. Um, this was probably my second favorite of the
Okay.
fight books so far.
Yeah, I'm mixed on it, but it is more towards liked. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you think.
my first favorite was Hawkman,
Sure, sure.
and Aquaman. But this
Emperor
was
Aquaman.
yeah, that was amazing. There were elements of this that I really liked, and elements of it that I was like, eh. So it's Harley Quinn and Zatanna fighting. It's the best 2 out of 3 falls type situation. Look, there's no world where Zatanna can beat Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
That is fine. That makes perfect sense. And the issue is framed like that. Harley sort of knows it. And I like the fact that Leah Williams plays on their relationship, even though I'm not aware of their relationship, in order to get some drama out of this and things like that. What I couldn't buy, what I struggled with, was that Harley Quinn even won one of these damn rounds. And I also struggled with the fact that the second round was won by Zatanna beating her with a punch. Because Zatanna can't beat Harley Quinn in a fight.
Well, there in the 80s, I think in Justice League, was it Detroit? The Zatanna was like a leather jacket. She was kicking ass. She was trained by Black Canary.
Yeah, but Harley Quinn is positioned as an elite, like she can go toe to toe
Yeah.
with Batman person.
Yeah.
Zatanna's not on that level. So I had some problems with those elements, but I love Mirka Andolfo. I
Oh.
thought the art was fantastic. I love the costumes and everything like that. Harley looked fantastic. And I thought the script was solid. I enjoyed this.
Yeah, I liked it. I think one of the issues I had with it, and it's also the thing I liked about it, was that it was mostly a hand-to-hand fight. Like all of these matches so far have been power scaling wet dreams. And in this, the premise is like, well, Harley can't do much. Harley recognizes that. And Zatanna has this code of ethics in a way where she's like, I don't want to kill Harley. I'm friendly with her. So it just becomes like, I don't want to say a cat fight, but like they just try to beat the shit out of each other. And that annoyed me. But then as I kept reading it, I was like, no, I like that because then it lets the last fight be what you expect. It actually even them out too a bit because Harley uses like her fourth world breakiness to fuck things up a bit and steal one of Zatanna's powers, which I thought was a good way of playing it.
Yeah, and again, this event is for fun, so I guess, but things like that just I don't love.
I love the Mirka Andolfo art. I think that's fantastic. I would love to see more of her in like a DC book. I mean, her creator own stuff is phenomenal. It's great. But I liked how like when they're actually like fighting and brawling, like it's kind of dirty, like there's Harley uses the other end of her hammer to throat hit Zatanna so she can't speak. I'm like, that's actually genius. I thought that was really smart. And it was like a dirty enough move where like it was visceral and I was like, ooh, that hurts my throat thinking about that. And I think that was really interesting. I liked the when they're like really just tussling and stuff, just like socking each other in the gut. I was actually really impressed that Leah Williams restrained herself from putting in a boob punch in that. I think,
wish she wouldn't have.
I mean, she might have tried for all I know, but that would have been pretty good. I liked the also the magic fight. We got a shout out there. That was cool. With Harley doing slap, but saying it backwards is pals.
Hell yeah.
So it was cool seeing the pals mentioned.
We're all over DC these days.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I think bothered me about this issue that I mean it's present in a few of the others as well. 2 out of 3 falls, even in wrestling, is very annoying because the first 2 falls almost always end in a way that no other fight would end.
Yep.
Like Zatanna, okay, even if you want to accept that Zatanna can fight Harley Quinn, even if you buy that, fine. Does Harley Quinn lose a fight to just getting punched in the mouth? Does she die from that? Probably not. In a normal circumstance, she would be able to last a lot longer. They'd have a much more robust fight. That doesn't happen here because of page space, and that's not. I don't love that.
The same issue happened with the Wonder Woman Lobo. There's no reason Wonder Woman loses to Lobo in a fist fight.
Right.
And like, I think Harley should have went crazier on that first win. Like if Harley like smashed her head in, Gallagher style, then sure. And I think that would have also showed Zatanna like, all right, we got to play for fucking keeps here. But it was kind of like she just used her down B,
Yeah. Yeah. It just I want these to feel more exciting.
Yeah.
And again, I had fun with this. I'm gonna pull on it, but
Whoa, hey now.
oh God, Jesus Christ! In the context of what this
Hey,
book was.
whoa.
Hey, listen, I don't think the creative team would be mad to hear that. Well, maybe they don't need to hear it.
Yeah, you don't need to hear it.
They don't need to hear it, but
But
know
I'm sure
it.
Mirka Andolfo understands that is what happens with her work occasionally.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that one book she did where it was just like a sexy pig lady?
Oh, I love that book. Yeah.
It was
I forgot what it was called.
The Kermit Gooner comic.
Yeah, she was hot. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, pull. Yeah, pull.
Yeah. It's still a pull for me. And I didn't go to my shop this week because it was such a light week for me. I just figured I'll just go next week. That Frank Cho cover. Are people afraid to put Harley back in the Jester costume? Like even if Frank Cho does the Jester costume in this cover, but not the headpiece, he just has her with the pigtails. I'm like, no, go full Jester.
I want it bad, dude. Like I don't understand why that look fell out of fashion. She looked cool like that.
Yeah, I love it. I know it's tied to the Joker, and you're trying to separate her from the Joker and all that. And it's like, what's the famous Alex Ross cover, the romance one?
Yeah.
I know it's tied to that. So I don't know. Bring back the old Jester headpiece. That's what I want.
Yep. This was fun. DCKO continues to deliver on fun. Poll 41%. Pick of the week 33%. Didn't buy or read is 22%. And pass is 4%. CW Gordon says that's what this event has really missed with the alternate version stuff. A severe lack of nostalgia references.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of like at least Superman and Captain Atom kind of play with it a bit. Like Aquaman doesn't change. I mean, he also two-rounded Aquaman. We'll talk about it at least a bit in the next book. But like, yeah, I want to see them. Like Harley could have picked her original form or whatever, or her doctor form, and like I don't know, play doctor a bit.
Yeah, CW, I couldn't agree with you more. It really feels like if you're gonna do a gimmick like that, you maximize it by just making it fan service. Because realistically, these costume changes, these version changes don't mean jack shit. So go and make it as cool as it's gonna be. And I feel like not even one of them has landed for me as being like, yo, that was crazy.
Yeah, CW Gordon says we could have had Upside Down Man possess Zatanna.
Yeah, something. I don't even know what that means, but
that was Tiny and Just Like Dark. Oof, good shit.
Speaking of DCKO, let's talk about the second DCKO tie-in that we're talking about this week. Titans number 30, Cyborg versus the Swamp Thing. This comes from the creative team of John Layman, art and colors by Pete Woods, Bruno Abdias, on inks, letters by Wes Abbott. It's about what it says on the tin. Cyborg and Swamp Thing have an all-out brawl. There are some, nature versus technology things sort of loosely sprinkled in. I frankly found this to be a slog, and I did not enjoy almost any of this except for the end, kind of sort of when Swamp Thing is like, hey, dude, I'm not really even trying to do all this. So if you want to just go ahead and go on to the next round, that's cool with me, man.
He's like, I bet you got it. You can do this.
He literally was like, look, bro.
Even like when Cyborg is like, so are you Alec? Are you Levi? He's like, nah, I don't matter. It's cool.
I'm just Swamp Thing.
It's cool, man.
I don't want. I don't want to be known.
This is canonically Marco as Swamp Thing is in DC Comics. This is what Marco as Swamp Thing would be. A whole bunch of references to his past, but also like not about that smoke.
Oh my god, I love it.
Also, typical for Marco to miss a Swamp Thing episode.
Dude, of course.
It's every time.
What he's doing.
Every time. He's also in the chat too, so whatever. He's too busy.
Marco, dude.
You gotta socialize. You're there for. I'm with you, Sean.
Making love.
Well, that I give a pass for. I'm with you, Sean. I thought one thing I did like about this. Let me just get this up for myself here. I thought the art by Pete Woods was actually really good.
Yes.
I like the way he played with some of the panels, and like there's that one panel where it's cut with like zigzags as Cyborg is doing this super blast thing, and it's really rendered pretty heavily. Like that, Pete Woods does not skimp on showing every piece of Cyborg tech possible, and I think that's pretty impressive. But this is one of my issues with tie-in books. It's when we have those one shots like we just talked about, the Harley versus Zatanna. That's just a book in and of itself. This is also Titans 30. And it's the same issue with Aquaman 12 last week, where you kind of know who's going to win by whose book it is. Right. And you kind of also need to continue telling that book's story. That Aquaman 12, it flashed, back to his supporting cast occasionally throughout. This one does a little story about, Leanne and Red Hood and that stuff there. And that is just like, all right, you're kind of, I'm seeing the forest for the trees, and I don't care much for that. And I also like Swamp Thing. What are we doing? I know we joke about it. He's like, nah, I'm chill. But like, there's the second fight I thought was the interesting part of the book, where he's the Swamp Thing from like another planet, the red one. I think it's the Iranian, not Iranian, the Iranian. Iranian Swamp Thing. What is Iranian Swamp Thing? He's got a bit of nuclear energy.
The Iron Sheik, the Iron Sheik.
Cyborg is jabroni.
I will make him humble.
Somebody draw.
We'll fuck his ass.
I want to see Swamp Thing in the Iron Sheik like headdress on Howard Stern's like set. That's what I want to see fan art of.
Oh my god!
No context.
If you guys don't know what I'm referencing, you need to look up Iron Sheik, either on Howard or on Shoot Videos, because he's always on 10 on the internet. Well, when he was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go check it out.
I believe this is the Iranian Swamp Thing. I could be wrong on this. But the fact that when he's like, hey, I represent the Earth, I'm the only one who should be able to win this because I am the Earth. And this is about saving the Earth. So it only makes sense to me. I was like, okay, yeah, I like that. And it psyched Cyborg out a bit for him to get a goop in his gears to lose. But it was too much Cyborg. It was too much one-sided narratively.
I mean, what you just said is cool, but then why does Swamp Thing just scoop? Like, why did he just say, like, all right, dude, I'm out?
He got a you up text in the middle of, like, between rounds 2 and 3. He's like, oh, hold on.
That's the problem. I just felt like there was no consistency here. They're choosing to fight. They're here because they want to be. This isn't the first round. So why is Swamp Thing still here if he was just going to scoop it up like this? I don't get it. And then Cyborg, dude, I got so annoyed. Inexplicably chooses not to change forms after he wins the first round.
That's so stupid.
That made no sense.
Yeah. I don't get it.
And Swamp Thing is making points about Cyborg's hubris, but like, is that core to his character? I'm not like some huge Cyborg fan, but like, where's that from? That just was from right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if Swamp Thing got like a text from like Abby Arcane saying my dad's not home, like Anton's out? Then he had a
There are
dip.
some things that are more important than saving the world.
He had a dip then.
Yep.
Stephen Harris says finger poke of doom finish. I mean, yeah.
It's crazy. I'm a big old pass on this.
Oof. Yeah, I'm a pass too. There is a Mark Spears variant to this, so I'm curious to see if that's gonna sell like crazy.
Probably he's the bell of the ball right
I
now.
know he's drawing Swamp Thing too. That's rad. But yeah, it's a pass for me too. We do know there's a. I mean, we'll talk about it on Saturday. I think possibly. I don't know, but the Titans is getting a new creative team coming up, so I might pick that up later
Is
on.
that cover right now the Mark Spears?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. It's pretty rad.
Oh my god.
Did Mark Spears just click for you?
Yo, I haven't been in love with like
Me neither.
the visuals from his monster stuff, but seeing
Yeah,
him draw characters I'm familiar with, that pops me.
yeah.
Wow. Um 49% of you say pull, didn't buy or read is 36%, pass is 15%. Nobody chose this as pick of the
Oh,
week.
one thing too. The Titanic armor that Cyborg does. He just shoots escrima sticks. Like I can see shooting arrows. Escrima sticks are not necessarily a disposable item like an arrow is. And
And I
like
like how he just has all that stored inside him.
he just yeah, aren't you supposed to like pick from like alternate versions of yourself, not like piecemeal a whole bunch? Like the rules are a little fucky.
This is where I feel like editorial can be very helpful because I just don't think you should be able to just flim flam through the tournament. These kinds of things are what turn me at least off. Like if you tell me what the rules are, I'm expecting that every single creative team is going to have to play within those rules, not just break them at will.
Yeah.
Almost every book, not
Yeah.
every book, but several of them now have broken the rules just because.
Yeah, it's like the rules were maybe not as set in stone as they were for the marketing of it than they were when they were being written.
Well, the marketing sold us a legit tournament too,
That's true. We
with
did
brackets
get
and
got
all.
there, yeah.
Yeah. I did want to get this super chat from our buddy Hurritan with the 5 cat who says, quick question. If you're not a comic book collector, do you just read the books on digital? If you don't, where do your books go if not into your collection?
He said it at the beginning of the show, Hurtan. He said they're scrumptious. He eats them afterwards.
I guess when I say I'm not a comic book collector, what I'm saying is that I don't buy them to collect them. Like they're not a Pokemon card collection or like someone might have like baseball cards. They have a an intrinsic use. There's a use to them. There's
Yeah.
a readability. I buy them to read them. I don't buy them to have them. I keep them because I keep everything. I don't throw things out. I don't donate things. I don't give things away. But I don't consider myself a collector. I also have never, ever, ever sought something out that I didn't have for the sole purpose of owning it just because. I've only ever bought comics to read them. That's it.
Yeah, I'm probably a little bit more of a collector, just not anymore. I'm a lapsed collector. I liked having full runs. It felt good, but I was never a speculator. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
I collected in the sense that I collected the stuff I like to read. And I liked having a collection of certain runs. I enjoyed having that and organizing it, and that was fun for me. I was never much of oh, I need to get this because it's first appearance of this to then get it slabbed and graded. That wasn't really me. I have a
Right.
couple of slab things, but it's just more for keeping them safe. But yeah,
Yes, Dr. King, I did buy multiple copies for covers. Um, I don't know. I guess I see that as different. Um, they're there. I don't know.
okay. Thanks, Doctor King. Big fan.
I don't know. Like, what am I supposed to do? Throw the comics away? I don't know what you do. Like, what are you supposed
Do
to
you
do?
do you ever like do like an organization thing, or are you like a long box, organize it by series?
Yeah. I mean, I have probably 80% of my collection bagged, boarded,
Sure.
tucked away, organized.
Okay.
You've never seen my,
No, I've never seen. I've seen the tip of the iceberg.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what you call that, I guess, but I don't consider myself a collector. Um, let's talk about Exquisite Corpses.
Yeah.
People collecting bodies
Ooh.
in this book. I actually, for what it's worth, have been catching up with this. It's been excellent.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah.
This particular issue, though, comes from. I mean, they always put James Tynion and Michael Walsh on the creative team, but I don't think.
The the openings are always by Michael Walsh, I believe.
Got it.
When they're in
Okay.
with the colonies people, watching the
Right.
screens.
Yeah, for sure. Um, but they're joined by Pornsak Pichishote and Adam Gorham. Colors by Jody Belair, letters by Becca Carey. Tyler was able to interview Pornsak and Adam
Yeah.
alongside Che Grayson at New York Comic Con. That was a fun conversation. And now that I'm caught up on Exquisite Corpses, I really would love to have them on the show because it's so fun.
I mean, board game still TBD in terms of release date, so maybe once that comes up a little closer.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now that you've caught up, Sean, or you're caught up, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Because I've been reading this monthly since it came out.
I think it's great. I mean, it's very obvious why this book has popped the way that it has.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. Um, the characters are it's very James Tynion. Like, even if you look at the characters he created in his Batman run, they're very bizarre, very eclectic, interesting looking, cool. And all the killers in this book give that off to some degree. My favorite is very obvious to anybody that fucking listens to this. I love the bunny killer
Oh
because
yeah.
I love Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
So I think he's from Jersey, right? Which makes all the sense in the
Oh,
world.
100%. Yeah, those flat strip malls in Jersey. Yeah, he's
Hell
definitely
yeah,
doing
dude.
killings there. Yeah.
Lurking, killing. So yeah, I've been having a blast with this, and this issue was no exception.
Yeah, one thing I love about Tinian, and he's done the same on his Nice House series, is that he likes working with archetypes and tropes, and then
Yeah.
mashing them together. Like, what does this archetype do when this archetype comes into play a conflict with this archetype? I think that's a lot of fun, and this is doing that for the slasher and for the serial killer. This book's a bit it's a bit battle royale mixed with like Cabin in the Woods, which is one of my favorite movies ever. I fucking love Cabin in the Woods. But I think this is a lot of fun, and like, yes, even though I convinced myself this book is just Fortnite, I'm still having fun with it. It's I like the now we're in a spot, especially because this book is where a turn happens for the characters. We have Pretty Boy. I mean, we could spoil it. We're talking about the book. Pretty Boy has kind of been he's one of the killers, quote unquote, for the 13 colonies, and he throughout this book has kind of been a benevolent force, not really starting shit, and kind of playing by the rules as well as by the rules as possible. Until now, because Pretty Boy got fucked up and his face looks like shit now. He got exploded and he looks horrible. I didn't even put the page in here because it was like it's pretty violent, and he just goes nuts. And I was like, oh, that's fun. That's a good way to play with that character and see why he's a serial killer and why he's this crazy person. And then you mix that in with the fact that the people that live here are now having to take up arms. What does that mean? And because what you want as a reader is you are empathizing with the civilians here. And I hate the 13 colonies people. Those people that run it, I hate it. I'm waiting for the Cabin in the Woods moment, where our people get rid of the serial killers or they turn them. And imagine if they turn Rascal Randy towards those guys.
Oh, I want to see
if he
that.
just goes nuts in that party.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I'd love it. And I like that feeling. It's like it's a game for these rich people. It's not for the people, at the bottom of the rung. And I think just seeing this play out, and it's violent, and people get killed that you don't want to, you know, and it's messy. I love it, and I love how fun the creative team seems to be having with it. Like that kind of like tag you're it kind of feel to each issue.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, we'll talk about it, but it's up there for one of my favorite series of the year for sure.
Totally. Very, very much a breath of fresh air that I don't think we talk about enough. I did want to catch this comment from Just Unseen. He says, "Hey, pals, is the Patreon more preferable to support the show? I'm a channel member, but hearing past comments, it seems it's not as beneficial as the Patreon." So, first of all, I want to say thank you for even asking that. That's very considerate of you.
Yeah,
I like to think about, what's best for you, dude. Like, if you're looking for more access to us, more access to certain things, then the Patreon is where we give everything we can. The channel membership is great too. We're putting up videos there early. There are some videos that end up there that never get released for anyone else. So it really is just a question of what you want most. But if you're asking me as just me, what is best for us, then yes, Patreon does take less
yep.
of a cut. So yeah, but thank you very much. Appreciate that question.
And thanks for even asking.
Yeah,
So appreciate you.
totally. Yeah, this issue was pretty violent, which
Yeah,
is not like this series is violent. So you do have to like come aware of that. But this series is pretty violent. There was a passing of the torch moment that I thought was kind of interesting.
sure.
Um, where I forget what his name,
Punisher.
the Punisher dude, he gives up his gun and mask to this chick, and she's a badass in her own right, apparently. I thought it was so hilarious the other issue where the girl was throwing up because her boss got his head cut off. Remember
Oh yeah, he
that?
got like cut like in the mouth, right? It was like
That was
ghost ship
crazy.
style. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. But so I guess she's gonna get involved in this now.
Yeah, that's the first person from the first issue, the ambulance driver,
Yeah, yeah,
the one that the guy who sold this city out. That was like he was trying to give her the tip to leave.
right.
Yeah, so she was like always meant for this. She's our POV really.
I have to say, I really love because Exquisite Corpses on its face is just like wanton murder and destruction and chaos and sex and whatever. But the way that this is able to make commentary about the world we live in without feeling cheap,
Sure.
I really appreciate cheap or over the top in its messaging. They're having fun with this. And by they, I mean the creative team.
Yeah.
I'm not drowning in, oh my God, the world's so fucked. But the book is aware of that and it's acknowledging that. And that's all under the hood. And I do feel like we're going to get a comeuppance where we will be able to kind of like have a watershed where these people will get their just desserts. But I don't want the book to constantly be hammering me over the head with like, don't forget, the world is fucked up.
Yeah. No, agreed. It is there, and it's key to the story, but it's not front forward. It's not in the foreground. It's all in the background, but it still drives the plot of the story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the G.I. Joe guy's conversation with the nurse in this issue is tremendous dialogue.
Yeah.
Where he's essentially shocked that she would even think that they could try to end this.
Yep.
He's like, end this? This is just the way it is. These people have absolute power. Nothing is ever going to change. All we get to do is just like carve out our little piece for ourselves. And I thought that that was a very good point, even coming from this dude who was a piece of shit murderer.
Yeah. I also like the bit too with because one of the killers is one of the colony's like family members. It's one of like the daughters of the people, and that bit where her sister is cheating in the stall early on,
Right.
where it's like, okay, these people suck, but even then, Tinian and I guess that would have been Tinian at that part, but Pornsack as well. The team makes me feel for them too, where it's like, oh, I don't like them. and I kind of want to hope they get fucked over. But now you're making me feel a little different. Like, don't do that. But this team's having fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah, completely. This is an easy pull. Exquisite Corpses is great, and maybe we should talk about it more on the show because um it, not that it's struggling, because obviously it's probably the best performing indie book that is not a pre-created IP, like a pre-existing IP. Um and so we should probably cover it more, but it's excellent.
It's good, man. It's real good. I mean, we'll talk about it in the. I mean, it's end of the year stuff. It'll probably come up.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, like we don't review it, so it's like, you know, I
Sure,
don't know how
sure.
it makes the award show proper, but easy pull, like I said, and I think you said the same.
Yeah, easy, easy. Yeah,
Um, but look at this. This is what I'm saying, right? Didn't buy or read, 54%.
sure, sure.
31% pull, 11% pick of the week, pass is 4%.
Oh, interesting. I'd be curious of the pass, who the pass was, and why.
Yeah. Uh, this
It's
series
too
has
violent.
really 8 issues in.
Yeah.
Uh, you think?
Unless they just follow us and they just jumped in.
Right. Yeah, and that's fair.
Yeah.
That is very fair. Entertain Me says, "Hey Tyler, have you created the Pals Pay app yet?"
I'm not making a whole app, but there is a PayPal link that's on our link tree now, which is in the description. PayPal should be one of the first options there that has like a donate option. If you would, oh, damn, okay, you want to be generous. Yeah, dude, it's there. And I appreciate anything you do.
You said it's in the description of the video that we're doing right now.
It should be in the link tree or on, if not, I will put it in there. I'll put it in the chat too.
Yeah, thank you. He said, "What's the best way to send the pals $300 for Christmas, $100 each?" Dude, that is beyond generous. Entertain Me. You are the man. My favorite rival.
Oh,
Wow.
don't glaze them up too much, Sean. You got to maintain the. I can glaze them. We don't have a rivalry. Entertain Me, thank you. I appreciate you, Sean. You want to say something bad?
Yeah, I hope you get Cole in return
Oh,
for Christmas. That's what I hope for you.
wow. You hope that Coltrane shows up to his house for Christmas? The guy in the chat?
Oh, Cole. No, that might be a little awkward.
Yeah, it might be
Cole
awkward,
might
yeah.
end up in jail.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, Cole, speaking of Cole, though, he says Tynan has said this is his book with the least attrition that he's ever done. It's definitely connecting. That's not a surprise.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited for the game, dude.
Yeah, and the game will get more eyes on it too.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I hope the game, yeah, I hope I can convince my game friends to read it. Do we know how long it's going to be?
I don't think it's got any type of specific ending date. And I suspect that this is going to be the kind of thing they're going to want to not close the door on so soon.
Yeah. And there's a lot of twists and turns. And like this could easily be a nice house situation too, where like it might end and they could do a prequel of another fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Wrestle Heist.
Sure. Ooh, my slides are a little messy, but I got you.
Wrestle Heist #1 by Kyle Starks, who is the writer and artist of this. He's joined by Vladimir Popov. Kyle Stark's a good brother, and I don't know how many of you caught the stream that happened on Near Mint Condition this past this past Sunday. But there was a little heat between him and Tyler. A little heat there.
Yeah, because he didn't have his glasses on. I said, what did I say? Which book was it that I said? I said, no, it was I hate this place, or also fuck this place, whatever you want to call it. I said, I hate this place is rad. And he read it as I hate this place is bad. And he called me out. He was about to cut a promo on me. Thankfully, Sean, I think you at least told him, like, he said it was rad. He was giving you praise.
I also told him you're the one that actually shouted this book out
I'm a
on
fan.
Pal's previews. Yeah,
I got Kyle Stark stickers on my laptop.
there you go.
And I almost got shat on by someone I adore. You know what? That's the internet for you, baby.
Well, Kyle Starks is apparently a wrestling fan because he wrote a wrestling comic. which I guess technically doesn't mean he's a wrestling fan, but I'm going to go with that assumption
No, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
this is a pretty aware wrestling comic, like in the sense that it follows a story that is very um, relatable to a person who's watched wrestling. You will recognize some of the things that he's playing off of. There's elements of the Montreal screw job in here. You know, there's a lot of different things at play here as we get introduced to a new hero named Sterling Steele, who is actually not a hero. He's a villain on the show in the wrestling world, but in real life, he's a great guy. Unfortunately, his boss is not a great guy, a Vince McMahon stand-in, who has Sterling paralyzed on his way out. Talk about
Yeah.
doing the job. He did the jizob. Oh, whoa, that sounded bad.
Well, that's okay.
Um,
Right. Do it again.
nah. Um, and so he's got a friend who says, "Hey, maybe we should just turn to crime,
Yeah.
wrestle heist."
Um, Kyle Stark supposed to be an old head wrestling fan. There's like deep references in this.
Yeah,
So you were getting Vince from the what, Buddy Hansen? The I was getting like
just
I was getting ECW Heyman is what I was feeling from it.
just the scummy way, the actual act he did at the end.
The scummy carny promoter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the ponytail was Rita Heyman for sure. But yeah, I thought this was a lot of fun. This guy knows ball, or he knows ropes. I don't know what the wrestling term for that is. And I like how this issue really sets up a the big event that happens that causes the forward progression of what the story is going to be, but also introduces a lot of fucking characters in this issue. How many pages is this book? Like, I felt like this
Yeah.
was a chunky boy.
Didn't feel
Uh,
exactly standard.
Yeah, not right. It definitely didn't feel standard. I'm gonna try and bring it up on League of Comic Geeks because I don't know if you'll have. Oh, it's 32 pages, so a little bigger.
But with no ads, right?
It's true because even there's the back matter made it feel chunky too.
Yeah. There's no ads. Normally that 32 page count includes
Yeah,
whatever other materials. So
yeah. I had a lot of fun with this, dude. It was cool. The tropes he plays with. You got your Undertaker kind of stand-in. You got your Ultimate Warrior stand-in. Where do you think the stand-in is for Sterling Steele? I was getting Marty Jannetty.
uh you
No,
ever see the movie Ready to Rumble?
oh, David Arquette.
No. This movie or this character made me think a lot about the main character from that movie. Although in that it's the opposite. In that movie he's a bad guy in real life, but a good guy on the show. He's a face on the show, but a heel in real life. This is the opposite.
Yeah, it's David Arquette.
No, that he's David's the main character,
Oh,
but
okay,
there's
okay.
another guy who's like
Oh,
the
it's
Sterling of that.
Oliver Platt, the guy who people say looks like me.
Huh?
I've gotten Oliver Platt
No,
before. Sometimes it depends.
I've never seen him without a beard. Wasn't he in the movie? You ever see the movie Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Surprisingly, no.
Dude, that's a US
I
movie,
know. It's
man.
I know. It's on my list. I've not gotten to it yet. He was in
Wow.
the X-Men First Class series of things. He was like the FBI agent or CIA agent or something.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
He's
thinking.
that guy, you know?
Yeah. This was fun though. There's there's funny bits. Kyle Starks is always going to have that.
Yeah.
Um, but certainly I think it's well constructed. It gives you, um, a reason to care about this guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, and something awful happens to him at his work that is going to impact his ability to live, to put food on his table. And that's very relatable right now, not just as a human being living, but as a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Because this does happen. I mean, nobody's getting intentionally injured, but a lot of wrestlers can get
Well,
injured and then not have ways of providing for themselves and their families.
yeah, I mean, especially like pre-Attitude Era wrestling. Like this shit was literally this shit was happening, you know? People going to different promotions back when the territories were a thing. Like this was a real shit.
what's his name now? This is happening to. I can't remember his name, unfortunately, but he got injured he got injured working TNA, I think, end up for WWE,
Oh, Ridge
and they
Holland.
fired him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Rich Holland. So like, damn.
Yep. Yeah. Uh, and I think the page where our main character Sterling
Sterling.
Steele, he is in the hospital bed and he gets the call from like what you got to assume is like the WWE of this world. Like it's his big break. They're like, hey, breach your contracts, you can't wrestle anymore, so we got to ditch you. And like you also know like there's no healthcare there. Like you know his life is fucked now. And I felt that even though a lot of the book was funny, that page was like dead serious, and I was like, that's real shit. And that
Yeah.
unfortunately happens to people. And I really like this book. I thought it was kind of a surprise for me.
Any non-wrestling fans pick this up? I'm really curious. Let me get this poll up here for
Yeah.
you guys. Did any non-wrestling fans pick this up? Because if it worked for you and you're not a wrestling fan, that's a pretty good sign.
I thought the bit where they were talking about the Samoan stand-in. That's a what did Steve say here? He says a mix between Haku and Snuka. Yeah,
Totally.
that kind of cutaway story. And I think what I liked most about it was they were wearing fanny packs, and I was like, hell yeah, just big dudes with fanny packs and short t-shirts. I was like, yeah, those are wrestlers at the time.
That's old school shit, man.
People should
And
we
those
should bring
dudes
that
could
back.
beat ass too.
We should bring that back, Sean.
Nowadays, you walk around with a fanny pack, they call you bad words. Back in the day, you wouldn't talk. You wouldn't look at the picture of The Rock, man. You know, The Rock was the fanny pack king. Stone Cold was the fanny pack king.
We should do a Comics Pals fanny pack.
Yeah, I could definitely see you wearing a fanny pack.
Oh, I've got plenty.
I don't wear a fanny pack, but I've got like a bag that
People
I could wear.
do
Like,
this fanny
yeah,
pack over the shoulder,
yeah,
shoulder
yeah.
bag. I like to have it right over my fupa.
Wow. Uh, Matt Fisher with the 4.99. Why do cows use bells? Because their horns don't work. Ha 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 ha, ha.
Is this what Matt
Listen,
Fisher's super chatting and like wrestling
yes,
things? Okay.
yes. This is what he does on other wrestling streams.
We we finally talk about a wrestling comic and he's not even present for it.
Dude, Matt, keep those bad jokes over on TNT. And where were you this week? I didn't even see you on TNT. Yeah, I say pull it. I thought this was great.
Yeah, pull for me.
This was super
I'm
fun.
starting to guess I think where we might have the same pick of the week this week.
I hope so because there's only two books left, and I know which one it's not.
Okay. All right.
But before we get into that, I do have to say a huge thank you and shout out to Just Unseen, who just made me really happy by becoming a Palsverse legend. Thank you so much. That is the highest tier of support that anyone can bestow upon us on Patreon, and I really appreciate, brother. So thank you so much. Um, yeah, let's talk about. Oh no, let's see what you guys had to say about
Yeah,
Wrestle
yeah,
Heights.
yeah. It was kind of like literally a last minute thing on the show. So like if you guys didn't read it, understandable.
Totally. Didn't buy a read, 76%. Fair enough. Pull 18%. Pick of the week, 6%. Pass is 0.
Well, nobody passed.
That's a good sign.
There we go.
That's a good sign. Just so you guys know, we do put up a poll every single book we review. If we get to it a little late, that means Marco's not here. But thank you guys for voting in them. And hit the like button while you're here. If you're enjoying the show, thank you for being here with us. Let's talk about Black Panther, Intergalactic #1. The Black Panther's in space, and Victor Laval is writing him, with art by Stefano Nessi, colors by Brian Valenza, letters by Ariana Mayer.
Oh,
So Black
that's a sigh.
Panthers, yeah, it's a big old sigh. Black Panther's in space, allegedly. People don't know where he's at. Shuri is very worried. M'Baku is fucked up after the events of Imperial think it was called. Yeah, Imperial.
Yeah, number two.
Somehow Black Panther is fighting Khazar and Zabu. Zabu's bleeding blue blood.
Oh,
Um,
coming to new season NBC.
yeah, and blah blah blah. This was my pass of the month.
Oh wow, that bad.
Yeah, I really dislike this.
Yeah, I kind of knew it. I was reading it. As soon as Black Panther keeps talking out loud to himself while he's fighting, I'm like, this is not a strong book.
That's a. I mean, look. That's a bad. That's you don't
I agree.
need to do that.
I agree.
And there's a point where Black Panther, he's been talking to himself the whole
Yes.
entire comic.
Yep.
And then for whatever reason, he feels the need to justify what he's already been doing by saying, "Oh, Shuri, just in case you can hear me, I'm gonna talk out loud." But you've been doing that, bro.
This dude won't stop yapping. And also, like, T'Challa, he's not a talkative guy.
Yeah.
He uses his words like a scalpel.
Yeah.
I didn't like. I was like, because here's the thing, I did not like that part of the book, the whole Black Panther talking to himself. But there's a part of like when they were talking about like the guy who he buried and like he's making AI for the previous king. It was like a kind of a tyrant. I'm like, there's stuff here that I like. I just don't like the execution. Even yeah, Panther. Even like the space stuff, I don't mind. I don't mind the space stuff. The Wakanda space stuff, I'm okay with. But like, yeah, it was not for me, which was a bummer, man. I've been waiting so long to like a Black Panther book again.
I'm not even waiting anymore, dude. I'm done.
Ultimate,
I'm done
that's the
waiting.
one,
Yeah.
and that's ending.
Yeah, and like it's not mainline, and that's a problem that they can't figure out what to do with this motherfucker in mainline.
Yeah, it's true.
Why is he talking so much? Like whose job is it to read the script and go, "Wait, that's not quite Black Panther." Like Victor Laval's the writer, I would assume that he knows the character he's writing. I have never in my life read a book where Black Panther talked this much. And he's, again, another sin. He's narrating shit I can see.
Yeah, yeah, like and like I like Cafu's art traditionally, and I think that's one of those things where like you can let the art speak for you. You know, just because you're a writer doesn't mean you have to write words.
This isn't
That
Cafu.
oh, he's on the later issue. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the forward stuff. This is what Stefano Nessi.
Messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think like there you can have the art tell the story. Like you're still writing the comic. You know what I mean? Like you're not less of a writer if you don't write as many words to be seen. And it's just like, nah, it wasn't my thing. And like even the Nessie art was a little hard to read. There are bits here. I specifically brought out the Zabu getting stabbed, which also I've never seen Zabu look fleshy. He doesn't look furry.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, oh, Zabu got a haircut. That I didn't care much for. And then like there's a bit where he gets stabbed and then he's bleeding, but like I couldn't tell what part I was looking at here. It looked like it zoomed in too tight.
That could have been any part of his body, or quite frankly, the body of a regular man who's just got that
Yeah.
skin. Like,
Yeah.
what about that screams, this is a tiger?
Yeah. No, it looked like naked Victor Creed.
Yo, yeah, I didn't even like this on an art front. That's why it's my pass of the month. There was nothing for me. There was nothing redeemable about this.
And I also didn't like that kid.
Fuck that kid.
That kid,
Oh,
ominous.
yeah.
Something was
By the way,
fucky with that kid.
fuck that kid.
What's his name? Femi?
Kick him.
I'm more of a fan of his dad, Oba.
Where's Black Panther or where's Batman? to come kick this fucking kid out the book.
Did you at least get the cheeked up winter variant, Sean, for this?
No, I got the basic ass cover A because I already knew I wasn't gonna like this shit.
Damn,
I don't want some. I don't want. I don't want to look at something bad.
You
I don't
said
want to look. The book is bad. It makes me feel bad. I don't want it to have a good cover.
you
Fuck
said
it.
the book is cheeks. I don't need the cover to be cheeks too.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I wanted to like this, and it wasn't for me. Which I can say, one less book I got to buy consistently because I have a pull list now.
Well, according to the chat, it's only 3 damn issues anyway.
Which makes no sense. Also, what the fuck is Doctor Octopus doing in space?
Well, I think there's clearly something going on with that, right? Isn't he appeared to who did he appear to?
It was in that wherever the fuck Black Panther is, which
Yeah,
is it's giving real Arnim Zola Dimension Z vibes.
Yeah, that wasn't really Zabu, that wasn't really Kazar, so then none of that is real.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that. I don't care about this book, and unfortunately, it just reads like comics, and it reads like comics that I don't need. There's nothing there for this. Like, how is this the thing to follow Imperial? Black Panther seemed like he was coming out swinging post Imperial. It was a wet fart.
And the thing is, Planet She-Hulk, Aaron Cooter doing career work there. It's a really fun book. And then fucking Nova is great. So like, it kind of sucks this isn't good.
And why are those ongoings? Why wasn't there a plan for Black Panther? It's an afterthought.
Do you think that Black Panther's wishy-washiness in comics is due to him being wishy-washy in the MCU? Because they're still not sure what to do there?
I wish I could agree with that, but I haven't enjoyed Black Panther comics since Chadwick was alive. They've been mid.
Since Coates. I never read Eve Ewing's run.
I tried. It's just
Huh.
Isn't Doc Ock in Venom now? He might be, it might not be. I'm not reading Venom, but again, this isn't really Doc Ock. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so pass of the month for me. Steve, what are you confused about, brother? What are you confused about? Didn't buy or read 56%, pass is 28%, pull is 16%, pick of the week is a nobody.
Fair.
And then we got a super chat from the man, Matt Fisher, dropped $9.99 on us and said, the problem with Wrestle Heist is that it's 10 years too late for me. I've gone beyond my wrestling love. I now really only watch for stuff like retirements and behind the scenes stuff. Matt Fisher, why are you bullshitting?
Yeah, you constantly put money into a wrestling podcast.
Why would you even say something like that? What the hell? I don't get it.
While we're on the topic, because we got some time here. We're down a guy. Thoughts on John Cena?
Match, awesome. Well, maybe awesome is a high mark. I mean, it was a strong match.
Yeah.
In
terms of like a last match for somebody, it's up there.
Yeah. For someone's last match, pretty strong. WWE doesn't always get these things right. And I think the match itself, they got pretty right. I was a fan of the idea of Cena winning the match.
Okay.
That did not happen. His smile before the tap out was very odd. I get what he was going for. I just think there's a better way to convey the idea of it's okay. Yes. I accept my fate. Great idea, great concept. But the guy who says never give up should actually never give up in my mind.
I agree, because that lets Gunther go out on top, but also Cena not betray himself. I think it should have been, he could have passed out smiling. I think I would prefer that.
Or even like, he's got this okay thing he does.
Yeah. Like
if he would have put that up and said, it's okay. And then he just, goes out.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I feel, yeah.
I think once they justified it on Raw with him like having like flashes to his career in the midst of it, I was like, okay, that works, but you don't get that live.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm not really one of those like think about the children, but
you said fuck them kids multiple times on the show.
Exactly, but I do feel like for the kids, And for the people who are in the building,
Yeah,
why can't why can't John Cena ride off into the sunset?
that's fair.
Um, I don't think it would have hurt Gunther, or at least for him to lose but not tap.
I'm an OG Walter boy, so like I'm also perfectly fine with this.
Oh, did you watch Raw? Did you see
Oh,
the
a
the?
massive heat.
Yeah, that was
Oh, I'm
incredible.
so happy for him.
Yeah, that was
I
beautiful.
was watching that dude in church basements.
Yeah, he's on top. I love it. I love it. Hopefully they give him that Brock Lesnar push.
Well, hopefully they give him Brock Lesnar. Just end it. Finish that.
Agreed.
He should be like a legend killer.
Yeah, that's what it seems like he's teed up for.
Yep.
Let's talk about the Mortal Thor
Ah, the
number
good book.
5. Yes,
The
that is how it should be referred to as
yeah,
the good book.
the good book. Yeah, as I said, I'm like, no, that feels right. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Al Ewing, of course, Pasquale Ferry, Matt Miller on the colors, letters by Joe Sabino. Um, Thor is not Thor anymore. Thor has forgotten his own face. He's forgotten the face of his father. He is now just an anonymous dude, a worker bee, um, in the mean streets of New York City. And recently he beat the fuck out of some people.
Oh yeah.
Recently he caught some bodies, all right? And it's a bloodier Thor, it's a more violent and visceral Thor than you've ever seen before. But um there are still machinations going on behind the scenes that keep this in the realm of cosmic. This was a very interesting issue. Thor gets interrogated by, detectives, which is such a weird thing to see. And it's Al
Yeah.
Ewing definitely playing with like a very old school kind of detective situation, good cop, bad
Yep.
cop, with Thor, which is just not something you think you can do with the character, but you can. And I love that Al Ewing is showing us how malleable Thor can be. We just got a whole space epic out of him, a fantasy space sci-fi deal, and now we're much lower to the ground, but I'm enjoying every bit of it. This was my pick of the week.
My pick of the week as well. I thought it was so much fun. I read 4 and 5. You don't need to read 4 to understand 5. 4 is a cutaway to what's happening in Asgard. Kind of irrelevant to the story. But the way this book opens with a quick introduction to who Donald Blake is in like 1 page, and I'm like, ooh, that's expertly done. The fact that that Pascal Ferry and Al Ewing can just be like, because Donald Blake is kind of a complex character or idea premise, and they told it in 1 page. I was like, oh wow, okay, cool, hell yeah. And then it goes into like the diner story with a very different Odin and Loki kind of dealing with this. Odin being like, Loki, you love your machinations. You fucked up a bit here. Clean it up yourself. And I love that. Odin kind of being like a dad to Loki in the most like human way a dad can be a dad. Like, fix your own problems. You can figure it out. I'm not going to clean up all your messes without it being, this magical, mystical space god story. Like they're in a diner just talking. Yet somehow Odin's ravens are still with him inside the diner. Like must be a Denny's. And
I've
like,
seen birds in restaurants before.
yeah. Always a Cheesecake Factory, right?
Not in my case. I've never been
Okay.
there.
Cheesecake Factory. I feel like they're always big. Bird always sneaks in there. I love that bit. And then the whole bit of like Odin almost interrogating Loki goes into Thor being interrogated by these cops. And it's so on the ground, very different for Thor. But this version of Thor, Sigurd, is still Thor at his core, whether he realizes it or not. And I like that. And I like how these aren't like detective popcorns here. Like they're pretty clear on like what's going on. Like they know it's him.
Yeah.
And I like that. And then Al Ewing fucking brings that same fucking lawyer. I keep cursing in this. That lawyer that was in All New Venom to bail him out. Al's been I looked him up because I like looking up random characters when they pop up. He was in All New Venom. He was in Mighty Avengers. He was in some other Al Ewing stuff. A little Al Ewing side character. And then the whole bit where they're in the car with Sigurd and Donald Blake. I love this turn for Donald Blake. It's a continuation of Donny Cates stuff, but it's also an evolution from who tackled more of the Donald Blake stuff. Was it? No, it
Cates.
was Ewing as well in Immortal Thor.
Well, Cates is the one who really brought
Yes.
Donald Blake back in a big way.
Yeah, but it was also I think tackled a bit in the middle of Immortal Thor too.
He is there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
he's there at some point, I believe.
I think it's fun, and it also like recontextualizes the Sons of the Serpents and the Serpent Society. And then like once I flipped to like the next issue cover and I saw Cobra on it, I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, let's go. I'm into that. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm really liking the series. It's finally feeling like this is Immortal Hulk for Thor.
Yes, I mean, I know what you mean. I I'm wavering on my response because on one hand, I've loved everything that's come before, but this is the part that feels the most different.
Sure. Yep.
And I think that's the immortal part. Like that's the part
Yes.
that of Immortal Hulk that we're all looking for from Immortal Thor, but we didn't get it in Immortal Thor. We're getting it in Mortal Thor.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. But I also think that having Immortal Thor before this,
It had to be.
it just doesn't work as well if it just started like this. We needed to see Thor get as big as he can get as a god and then be shot down.
Does it justify the renumbering and the retitling?
None of it ever does. This should all just be called Mighty Thor.
But like going from it, Immortal Thor, like because that's the Al Ewing brand now, the Immortal idea.
Sure, yeah.
That's his choice, right?
Sure.
So he wanted that, so they go with that Immortal Thor. Do you feel like it's valid that they turn to Mortal Thor, or do you think it should have just been Immortal straight through?
I think it's fine to do Mortal Thor. It is the story of this era. And I sound like Dan Buckley here. People love a new number one.
This is one of the few times where I think that they made the right decision, and I did not think that at first. But this feels materially different enough to justify the name change at the very least. And I think the series kind of did need a shot in the arm from a sales standpoint. So
Sure. But yeah, I mean, I think we continue to talk about how like the Avengers Trinity is poised to be in a really good spot coming up.
yeah, yep. Uh, Pick of the week for both of us. This is great
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Um, 50% didn't buy or read. Thus, why this book needed the new number one. Pull 33%. Pick of the week 17%. Pass 0.
I think you guys should be checking this out. I think even though I'm going to contradict exactly what I just said, where I think you need the Mortal Thor to fully understand Mortal Thor, you can still jump in at Mortal Thor number one.
Totally.
I think it is beneficial to read all of it, even though it's wildly different. But check out Mortal Thor. It's what are we at? Eight issues, 6 issues,
Mortal Thor is 5 issues in.
5 issues. Yeah, like you could read that in right before bed. Honestly,
Yeah, Just Unseen says, as someone who's not big into Thor, is this something I should check out? My main exposure to Thor in the comics is through Hickman Avengers. I haven't read the
ooh,
previous Al Ewing Immortal Thor run, which makes me hesitant on trying this. My feeling is the same as Tyler's in the sense that, if you're interested, that's reason enough to jump on. I don't think you'll be terribly lost. I mean, issue 4 kind of lets you see like what's happening with the gods and other stuff like that. So I think between the 5 issues that have been released, you will definitely be able to get your bearings.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's always so tough to say that though, because it's like I can say that because I'm
Yeah.
am reading it. So obviously I think that.
I would think there's a couple of barriers of entry. I think it's pretty violent. It's pretty unlike what you would recognize from Hickman's Avengers in terms of what Thor is. And as much as I love Pascal Ferry's art, it might not be for everyone. That being said, I think it's a really damn good book, and you should check it out. If you have like Marvel Unlimited too, you should at least be able to get number one on there. Which will, if you like number one, you'll like the book.
C.W. Gordon says, to be fair, I read all of Immortal and every issue of Mortal so far, and I'm pretty lost. But that's Ewing to me.
Man, I love Al Ewing.
I wish, man, I wish we could make like video essays and shit. I'm just not, because we can make explainer videos like that. But I guess that's what Rob does. That's Rob's bag.
Yeah, and hot take, I say read the comics.
I totally do too, but like C.W. Gordon says he's lost. So like I would love to be able to explain things, but I'm not going to do that right now.
But then I think it's okay being lost. Then there's like it just might not be for you, but you give it a shot.
What if he doesn't want to be lost?
I don't know what to tell you then. Read it again. Again.
Luna Pink says Powerless Thor doesn't sound interesting. Oh, but he is.
Ooh. He's powerless, but he's not skillless.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Negative makes a great point, as he's wont to do. You never need to know everything before jumping in. That is so true, and I think a lot of people keep that mentality, the wrong mentality, and it hurts their ability to jump into comics. Read it. Just try. Just try. The worst thing that can happen is you don't like something or you don't understand something. But we can all live with that.
Yeah, I think it's fine to not understand it and not be for you. That's fine.
Uncaged says I used Blurred Without Fear to unlost me for lots of books. Yeah, he's another one that does a really good job with that stuff. And for what it's worth, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to C.W. Gordon at least says that he understands their stuff to be in, and he's really liking the series. So yeah,
awesome.
I also think like Sean, you and I like kind of started during Morrison's Batman, so like that is ingrained in our DNA for reading comics.
Yes, but I would argue that it's probably in the DNA of somewhere in the neighborhood. If I had to throw a number on it, a crazy fake number,
Sure,
probably like 85% of people that read comics, whatever they started with was not issue one.
that's the official number.
I am very confident it's a high number.
That's a Comics Pal stat that is official. Yep.
So that's why I say just read, dude, because that's probably what you did when you started.
Atomic Count has a great point. Reading Ewing is a bit like chasing my tail. I get dizzy, but occasionally satisfied when I finally catch it.
Yeah.
A man who has a way with words. The thing I like about Al Ewing is that Al Ewing causes me to do homework. And I like when a book can do that for me. Like I did the homework on who this friggin' lawyer is. But Al Ewing constantly makes me like... he has some ability where he'll draw my attention to a character or a theme enough where I don't really know what it is, but I know to be aware of it. And that'll make me like an absolute Green Lantern. It made me like look into the states of being, which is like an actual thing. It made me look into some of these characters for this book, and then like stuff we talked about with like the Utgard gods and the concept of that. There's something about his work. It's where like I trust Al Ewing enough to know that everything is there for a very specific reason, and none of it's extraneous. And I can learn about what he's yet to reveal if I do a little research myself. And I like that. That's fun. Remember how deep into Trial of Magneto Kale was? With like Kale was doing the homework, and he was having a lot of fun with that.
Every single serious Al Ewing book I have enjoyed. Every single non-serious Al Ewing book I have not enjoyed.
It's funny. I've enjoyed them all. I like the Venoms. I like the Guardians of the Galaxies. I like the U.S. Avengers. I forgot how long Ewing has been in the game too.
Yeah, dude, time fucking flies, man.
Yeah.
Time flies. Entertain Me said Al Ewing is not in a good place with me right now since he's the one getting rid of Paul.
I had a chat with him about it, so
that's funny. Isn't Absolute Green Lantern a serious book you don't super enjoy? No, I enjoy it. I've been very high on it. I think I've been higher on it than most people. Um, I even like the really cool art in that book.
Did you read the most recent issue?
No.
Okay, that's a
Yeah,
fun one.
yeah. But I've been enjoying it a ton.
Every issue of
But
that book that comes out, it jumps higher and higher up on my favorite Absolute books.
mm. Resurrection of Magneto was stellar. Arguably, maybe, possibly Al Ewing's best work in comics.
I said Trial of Magneto before, I think. Resurrection is what I meant.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. No, Resurrection of Magneto was not. Oh no, Trial of Magneto.
The Scarlet Witch book.
That was yeah, that was not it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was not it. Oh my God, Dan Trudeau said one of my first comics was Crisis on
Jesus
Infinite Earths
Christ.
#4.
That dude said that was like one of my first books was a Cimmerillion.
No, CW. The reason why we're not doing Absolute Green Lantern is because it kept ending up on the poll, and every Green Lantern book wins all the polls. So now there's just no more Green Lantern books on the poll. But because we put it on the poll and weren't putting it on the main show, now it's just nowhere.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange situation with that.
There's no
We'll
damn
put it. We'll
room.
probably put it back on the poll after it's out of timeout for a bit. That 600's coming
Maybe
up. That might be on the show.
that'll be on the main show.
Yeah,
That's a big. That's
glow in the dark cover.
yeah. Trial of Magneto was so damn bad. Was that the first sign of the fall of X?
I mean, you got to wait for our eventual deep dive into Krakoa.
Wait,
That was like
was that before or after Ten of Swords?
that was before, I think. That was like after the first Hellfire Gala.
Oh my God, dude, yo, that was some shit. That book made no sense. That shit was ass.
I remember it
Oh
looking
my
good
God.
at least. I remember the art being good.
That was definitely the first sign of the fall of X.
Wasn't that Scarlet Witch? Wasn't the whole premise of that book Scarlet Witch being, yo, my bad. Here's a backup. I backed up
I
all the
don't
people
know.
I killed.
I had an aneurysm after I read that book, so I no longer recall what happened. I just know it was ass.
Damn, we need to get a Sean backup from Krakoa.
C.W. Gordon said, Ten of Swords was a year in and the best X event I have read. You know what, dude? Fair
Oh,
game. I'm not going
no.
to challenge you. If that's what you want to say, I'm not going to challenge you.
You know what, Sean? What are the good X events?
So I'm a terrible person to ask this because I have read not many of the X events that are not from the 2000s on. But of the ones I have read, the Messiah trilogy, I really liked.
Sure.
Schism was
Ooh, I
strong.
love Schism. Yeah.
Um, uh,
IVX, obviously.
Inferno, IVX. What the heck is that? Oh God.
Inhumans versus
Did I
X-Men.
even read that?
Yeah, it's where Cyclops dies.
That sucked. That sucked so bad. Wait, did you like that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Thank
They
you.
had Aaron Cooter art on it though, which it looked good.
God, man, that shit was so ass. And then that's it, really. Yeah, that's it, really.
And then in the '90s, it was just Onslaught. It was what Extinction Agenda. No, that was shit. There was like the Technarch virus thing.
Oh, the techno-organic virus.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's not an event.
No, there was an
There's a
event
name
that
for
that spun out Generation X.
You got Executioner Song, Extinction Agenda, Dark Phoenix Saga, which was excellent,
Yeah.
Age of Apocalypse. What else? What else? You got Utopia. That was a decent
That was an era.
No, that was an event. That was there was a book.
Well, I mean, I thought it was more like a Dark Reign situation, you know?
I'm pretty sure there was a book called Utopia.
Maybe.
Um
Trying to see.
Phalanx Covenant. I never read that.
Yeah, that's the phalanx stuff. That's what spins out of that's what Gen X spins out of. Yeah. It's a messy event, but a lot of good stuff comes out of it.
I mean, I like the new Inferno. I never read the OG Inferno.
Dante's?
Not that one either.
Okay, that's the one I read.
Fall of the Mutants. I've never read that. I haven't read any of that shit, dude.
There's just so many. That's the thing. That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like Yeah, you read one of them that you might think is good.
I just don't have a way to like. Well, the internet exists. Marvel Unlimited exists.
Yeah, you have plenty of
Uh,
ways. Yeah.
yeah. Um, Atomic Allen says future deep dive: the fall of Krakoa and the X franchise. Pals episode 1600, hosted by Grandpa Sean and Lil Marco.
And I'm apparently dead. Dead and childless. Childless.
Uncaged Christian says I want to do a Resurrection book club though. I've been a terrible particular participator for the last 2 years. I did the Dark Knight Returns and that's it. But if in honor of Kale, let's do this Magneto miniseries. That would be excellent, Christian.
Resurrection of Magneto is what he's talking about. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be interesting reading that as one whole package. Even the it kind of is a bridge book too, you know? So I wonder if it works solo.
Hell yeah, dude, because the material is just so strong and
Yeah.
all you need is to know that Magneto was a guy. Like you just need to know Magneto.
You know,
And I think
Storm
it
is
works.
badass.
And no Storm, yeah. And no, have a loose idea about their relationship. 22-part Ten of Swords and a 12-part Hellfire Gala, and Ten of Swords was fucking hell. Yeah, dude.
I liked Ten of Swords because it introduced one of my favorite new X-Men characters, and that's that version of Death. That guy is cool as hell. The Anubis looking fucker.
Yeah. Ten of Swords was not all bad, but I do believe it was bad. There were aspects of it that I really enjoyed.
The Ben Percy Wolverine tie-in issues were good.
Yes. But they spent too much fucking time eating. There's a lot of eating.
There was a lot of, yeah, it was like the Hunger Games, but they focused more on the hunger and not the games.
Yeah. And then I knew that event was gonna suck for me when they announced it, because like, why does Cyclops need a sword? We've been yapping. So we talked about Black Panther talking so much. Let's get those numbers in the chat, guys. Let's get to my stack, so that we can free you. This Saturday, we're talking about the DC solicits. The DC solicits are looking juicy, and we're going to talk about those and dig into those. We're also going to talk about piracy in comics and how piracy impacts comics, how big of a deal it is or isn't.
It's huge. People love One Piece.
Ay. Don't worry, I'm not coming to Saturday's show to defend piracy. That is not my opinion. But we will have a conversation. And to have that conversation, Victor Dandridge will be joining us.
Oh, Victor's on the show. Hell yeah. Sick.
Yeah.
Haven't talked to him in a while.
Just confirmed with me, so
Sick.
excited for that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, Victor's a good brother. Everyone needs a sword, says Munster. Why?
You ever play Sea of Thieves?
No.
All right. You like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
Never seen them, don't want to. Ever
You've never seen the Pirates? Oh my God, Sean, they're so good.
See, the thing is, you think I'm joking. I don't like pirates.
You really are just like a full-on no-go.
I don't like, yes. I don't think.
Wait,
they're
okay,
cool.
there is one of the movies has been on the cruise.
I don't even care.
Wow, that's saying something.
You could have said Jessica Cruz.
What's she up to?
I don't know. She's a Green Lantern. Jessica Cruz.
Oh, I was thinking Jessica Alba.
What about Legal Seaman? C.W. Gordon, what are you trying to talk to me about right
Legal
now?
Seaman. That sounds like a ska band.
What do you want to know about me?
All right, before this gets weird, should I start rattling these off?
Okay.
And put them in if there's more. All right. So we got Near with 15 for the stack. C.W. Gordon with 14. James Jones, 19. Entertain Me, 14. Dan Trudeau, 16. Zenith Flare, 13. Dr. King, big fan, like I said, 15. He had a dream of 15. Luna Pink with 12. Munster with 17. Steve with 17. Neon Knight, 13. Uncaged with 13. Coltrane, 11. Mr. Negative, 14. Mr. Negative, you should do negative numbers next time. Ted H with 20. And then, right in the wire here, Willpower Collects with 16.
Well, willpower, you joined us at the perfect time. This segment exists because I, in fact, have no willpower. So we talked about 7 books, plus I picked up Superman, the Kryptonite Age, or
Yo,
Spectrum, excuse me, number 5.
what's with his fingers?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
That's
kind of
like when you
nasty.
go to bed with an itchy asshole. You wake up with stinky finger. It's like a. It's an
So you,
old.
you
It's an old
you're telling me
proverb.
you dig in your
No,
ass?
it's a proverb. I'm not saying I do it. Man who goes to bed with itchy ass. Never. Okay. 7 books.
Everything Dead and Dying, number 4. G.I. Joe, number 16. Kaya, number 32.
Oh, group mode.
Oh yeah. The Power Fantasy, number 14. I've been catching up on this.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
pretty good.
Yeah.
The Sacrificers, issue 18. I need to catch up on that. World Tree, number 17. Spider-Man Torn, number 3. Somebody told me this wasn't good, and they're
Was it
wrong.
JMS?
Known hater of his own comics, JMS. Nightwing 133. That's it, and I forgot to count. So we've got the 7 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 16.
Oh,
If I can math.
did well? Willpower got it, but did anyone else before him get it? Dan Trudeau with 16. Oh yeah, that's Dan Trudeau's number.
Hey, there you
Yeah,
go.
so Dan, if you want a code for what, Thor or Black Panther?
Thor, Black Panther, Spider-Man Torn. Those are your options, Danny boy. And short of Dan wanting them, then of course Willpower can reach out to me on Discord, DM me,
Yep.
Sean the Disgruntled, and I will take care of you.
Sound like a D&D character.
How's the Sacrificers holding up, says Dan? It's excellent. Excellent. It's arguably Rick Remender's best work. I would not argue that,
Whoa.
but I would understand why
Okay.
someone would.
All right.
Hey, it's Tyler Smith. Good to see you, dude.
Fellow Tyler. Lucas Holner, did I get Avengers? Yes. Did I read it? No.
Nightwing. Yeah, there's Nightwing announcement. Dennis Cowan is joining Nightwing. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. We'll get into all that on Saturday, though. You guys have been amazing tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully, we will see you Saturday at 10:15 a.m. Eastern. We are going to be talking about again the piracy issue, DC solicits, and some updates on the book club, but not just that, on what you can expect from the last stream of the year in the Pallies.
Should we also mention what we're doing Sunday?
Oh, yeah. Sunday, we're going to be hanging out with David Harper live on his channel, Sketched. We'll be live on Sketched at 2 p.m. Eastern. Just kind of talking about the industry, how things are going, getting introduced to his audience, and saying congratulations on 1,000 plus subscribers to a channel that absolutely deserves it.
Yeah. And if you guys can show up, support them, that'd be great. If we can let the Palsverse have a little incursion event, that'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to put the full court press behind it on Saturday. So
Hell
make sure
yeah.
you guys show
Hell
up for
yeah.
that. Thank you, guys. Take care. We'll see you next